Good morning, YouTube, you sexy bunch of mamma jammas. Today is now Friday, March the 7th. We are still with this Petro. It's 8:52 in the a.m. And it just dawned on me I'm crossing over into Eastern time. So technically it's 9:52 in the a.m. because I'll be operating on the East Coast time. But the plan is today we are 513 miles away from delivery in Jacksonville. But we're 273 miles away, about 5 hours away from the pilot in Marietta, Florida. I like stopping there because the pilot lot is literally connected to the Walmart lot, and I need to re-up the truck. So I'm going to stop there and do some Walmart shopping, and then I'm going to continue to look at the board. It's hard to find something out of the area around Jacksonville. I haven't done 300-mile searches, and it's just nothing's popped up quite just yet. So, depending on what pops up and what can pop up, we may continue the route today. Then again, we may just not and try to save some hours and stay there and deliver it in the morning. I don't know yet. It's going to depend on the load board. Yeah, that's where, as a matter of fact, now something just hit me. When do I start getting hours back? I think it's Monday, right? So, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, today's Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Monday, I start getting hours back on Monday, yeah. Now, there are some, like Middleburg, Florida, to Alachua, which are just Niagara water loads going. Call you back. Which are just Niagara water loads, heavy loads going over to Alachua's Walmart. So those are like $275 a piece. Not much, but I can do a couple of them. I mean, an extra $550 isn't horrible. It's better than just sitting, right? I don't know. I'm going to debate on that, and we'll see what happens. But other than that, right there in the immediate area, there's nothing. And anything that comes out possibly that's worth a crap isn't like till Monday. So, I mean, we all know weekends are rough, which is why I would prefer to do resets on weekends, but I really don't want to do a reset just yet. My decision is going to be based off the load board. That's just bottom line. I know I'm stopping at Marietta here in just a little bit. I will go back. I'm going to check the load board again here in just a moment. And then if nothing updates, then I'll continue on. And I'll check it again when I get to Marietta. So the load board is going to determine what decision I make for the rest of the day. So, that being said, let's head down to Wally World in Marietta, Florida, and re-up the truck. And see what else this crazy trucking world has in store for us today. Thanks for being here, y'all. Let's go. Okay, Freightliner, we have a problem. I stopped a few hours back at a Speedway truck stop, fuel stop, off of 231 back in Alabama. I had to go use the restroom. So I got out like normal, used my key fob to lock the truck up, no problem. I go inside, I come back outside, and my key fob, it won't unlock the door. I'm like, okay, well, whatever. I mean, it's happened before, a long time ago, but it's happened, and then it just kind of corrects itself, and voila. Didn't think much of it. I got a key, right? So I use the key, get in, and every time I get in the truck, I lock the doors. I hit the button, I just lock them. Then I notice my power locks ain't working. I'm like, okay. Like, I'll deal with that crap later. So I knew I was coming to Marietta, and I'm here at Marietta now, the pilot. The Walmart lot's right behind my trailer. And but after I started driving, my adaptive cruise control warning came up. I was like, what? So I didn't have any cruises past 3 hours, which sucks because I have a heavy foot, so cruise keeps me in check. So I go into let me show you here real quick. Just for those who don't know this. All right, so I'm going to turn the screen. Right here. Okay, let me zoom in a little bit. There we go. Boom. All right, so here's my screen. You see that little light right there? That is my adaptive cruise control light. Now, on a Freightliner Cascadia, to get in the menu, you use this left thumb button right here, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to navigate over the arrows to the little wrench. That's our diagnostic center. It says, we have one active message, and it says adaptive cruise control not available. Okay, fine. So let's go down. Well, yeah, in order to read that, you got to hit OK. And, of course, the arrow to get back. Let's go down to the diagnostics. And I got a little triangle here where it says CGW. So hit OK to get in the menu, hit OK to go in here. It's going to collecting the fault information. Then it's going to give you a code. It says 5242361. It says no comms with driver door module. For more info, press OK. I do. It says driver control or driver door control module communications not seen for 3 seconds or longer. Fuse powering module may be open. For ECU menu, press OK. Okay, back here. Notice nothing else over here on this list of 24 things has that triangle, the warning message. So, let me get rid of the zoom. I'm too close. Oh, wrong one. Let's do that. There we go. Okay, and center. All right, boom. All right, so I've been driving 3 hours thinking about this. I'm like, what the hell could have happened between then and now? So, I am thinking, I haven't even Googled anything yet, but I'm thinking, remember last night in yesterday's vlog when I swept out? So I gathered some mud in from the GE lot last night. So I'm wondering, because I just opened the door and I swept everything out the door. I'm wondering if I had some dirt, mud, or whatever in the door jamb, and it's obstructing the connection between the door and the jamb. That's what I'm thinking, maybe. So I need to figure out where the sensor is that connects to each other so where they can communicate, right? I'm gonna look on this door jamb and see if we can't figure it out. Next thing I'm gonna do is that if I can't find that anywhere, I'm just gonna shut. I have an off switch on the truck. I'm gonna shut it off, walk over to Walmart, do what I gotta do, and by the time I come back, that should reset the system. That's my thought process. Anyway, all these trucks are computers anyway. So I'll turn it back on and see what we got from there. And if that doesn't solve this problem, because I had my window, I just learned when I was getting ready to back in, my windows don't even work. So we'll see what happens. Of course, I'll tell you once I figure out the solution. All right, so I went to Walmart, did my shopping. The truck was in the office. I turned the power switch off the truck. Probably about 30 minutes. Come back, still no good. So I'm gonna check a couple fuses. Gotta take this side panel off right here. Let's see. All right, there we go. First time I've been back here. There's how do we open this thing? That is the question. Just like that, okay. Easy peasy. All right, so here is the table of contents. Fuse we're looking for. Hang on. All right, I'm gonna throw a picture up here because I can't read that panel. In the fuse box, F17 A and B, both are 25 amp fuses. F17 is for the doors. I noticed when I got over here, I hit my hand on the lock button on the passenger side. It was actually locking and unlocking. But now look at my key fob. It works. So all I did was took them out and reseated them. I checked to see if they were both 25 amp fuse. They're right here. If you're looking at the fuse panel, this is a 2024 Cascadia. You got your panel right here. This first column, you'll find, if you can read it, I can't see my screen, but down there I'll try to highlight it in editing for you. You'll see where it's F17, A and B for door control, whatever. Anyway, this is the panel. These two 25 amp fuses right here, side by side. I pulled this one out first and then tried to unlock the door with the passenger side. It wouldn't work. I put it back in, the passenger side worked again. I pulled this one out right beside of it and I checked it to see if they were blown. They weren't blown, and I just plugged it back in. And now they work. So, shout out to, even though my layout, my schematic on my truck is different than her 2021, same principles. She had the same code. So shout out to Parma May YouTube channel. She's still fairly active. So her last video was a month or so ago. Parma May 5971. She's got 2.2K subscribers, over 400 videos. So she's out here doing her thing. I don't know how often she posts, but I found this video posted a year ago. It's code 524236 for the 2021 Freightliner Cascadia. How to change place, replace a fuse. I didn't have to replace it, but that got me in here looking. I just pretty much had to reseat it. I have my fuses right here. I was ready for it. Where'd my... Oh no. I gotta find that. What is that you say? My fuse tool. Oh, there it is, right there. This little guy right here. So you can pull out fuses. It came in my kit. I can't figure out how to get that one off the mounting bracket right there, and right here. That white one right there, that's a fuse kit for the Freightliner, but I can't get it off that damn bracket. So anyhow, we're back to working. So at least while we're sitting here, at least the key file's working. So we'll hopefully the cruise is back. So let's go. Now it's time to put the groceries up. Just my luck, by putting everything back together, it'll stop working. So let's check it. Lock, light, yep, unlock. All right, cool. All right, let's see if my switches work. Hey, window comes down. All right, and they work too. So now let's check the messages, see if we still have any. Let me zoom it in. For the tools, no active. CGW, remember that? That's where it was. All right, it's gone. Shout out Parma May, man. All right, now I'm gonna put I got a big old ribeye. I got a prime choice ribeye. I was going to have for dinner tonight. I also bought some chicken tenders because I'm going to do some pork rind coated pork rind coated chicken tenders in the air fryer. But then I was like, I gotta get a rotisserie chicken. So I got one of those. I'm gonna have a rotisserie chicken tonight, and then I'll probably cook that steak or something tomorrow. But I'm glad this is fixed. Shout out Parma May. All right, so let me get. Oh yeah, and the load board has shown nothing. Nothing that is motivating me to move from my current spot until the morning. So let's just do a quick check here real quick with you. We'll do a search. Gotta log in first. Shipment search. Confirmed only. Let's do a 250 mile radius from Jacksonville. Search. See, remember those Middleburg water loads I was telling you about going to Alachua? I wouldn't mind doing a couple of those if they were same day, but the problem is they pick up over the weekend. They don't deliver till Monday. So, and there's a handful of them. If I could do a couple a day, because they're like 100 miles total trip. Well, 100 miles on the first one, then 80 miles in between, like 40 each way. So I could do 3 of those in a day, make $750. Hey, I wouldn't bother me at all. But they don't deliver till Monday, so Jacksonville to Alachua, it's $200. It's a 45,007 pound load. That's a little too heavy for me because I don't think I can be legal because my fat ass along with my truck. 40. I don't know. That would be right at the extreme max for me and my truck. Yeah, nothing over the weekend. Everything skips from Friday to Monday. So unless something pops up randomly, and I hope I remember to put that picture on the screen, but if not, I hope my video got a pretty good shot of it so where you can see it. Remember, it was F17 A and B for the fuses. Now, let me get in the back, put my shit up, and we'll see what else we do this evening. You know what, guys? Short video today, just because I'm going to go ahead and call it. I thank you for watching. Appreciate all the support. I hope my fuse problem helps somebody else out there to maybe do an easy fix. Pull them out, check and see if they're broken or not, or if they're blown or not. They're both 25 amp fuses, and if they are, replace them. If they're not, just put them back in and see if it works. Worked for me. I guess freight shaker problems, right? Anyway, thanks for all the support. Don't forget merch link in the description if you want to go check it out, see what all I got. There's a couple of things on there. I've decided to use that shop as my personal design. Whatever I want to get made, I'm just going to make it. If you like it, you like it. So if you want to help support, channel links, merch links down in the description. Also for members, thank you. Big shout out to the members. Thank you so much. I really appreciate all the extra support. Other than that, thank you all for watching and the continued support you show me on the channel. Have a great night, and I will see you tomorrow.